Happy first day of school, juniors. I am so bummed that I cannot be in person and in class with you guys today. I was really looking forward to meeting you, but unfortunately, I am at home while you guys are in the class. So listen to your sub, do what's been assigned, but I did want to welcome you to get you guys familiar with my face and my voice and just tell you a little bit about this class on the very first day because I remember when I was a student both in college and in high school, the first day of class is so intimidating because you have no idea what to expect. You don't know if your teacher's going to be nice, strict, chill, whatever. So, this is my message to you to just tell you to take a deep breath, and this class is going to be awesome. Um, Again, I just want to admit I'm nervous too, right? I haven't taught in a classroom, and I'm still not teaching in a classroom, as you can see. I haven't taught in a classroom for about a year and a half. And so I'm nervous to come back in and start school and to, meet you guys and hope that everything that I'm doing is engaging and fun and encouraging and that you're actually going to learn. And I know that you guys probably are feeling all those nerves for a variety of reasons. But junior year is awesome. It was my favorite year in high school, and I know from previous seniors who are seniors now and from seniors who have graduated that junior year challenges them both academically, emotionally, in so many different ways, but that it's great. Um, so here's a bit of class philosophy. I'm not going to go too much into it because I want to make sure that I can actually share my philosophy and my syllabus and all this type of stuff with you in person so that you can ask questions and I can actually answer them live. But anyway, my big thing as a teacher at Canyon, as a junior year teacher, is I'm not here to teach you what to think. Yes, I have my own political and religious beliefs, but you're not going to hear those from me. My job is not to teach you what to think, but how to think. As you guys have seen in the last year and a half, there is so much noise, so many different beliefs that are not only filled with anger, but righteous justice and all this type of stuff. And I want to give you the skills to be able to look at all of it, both sides that you instinctually agree with or disagree with, and be able to view it not just from an emotional standpoint, but from a critical one. I want to give you the tools to take all of that information and figure out what do you believe, why do you believe it, and then be able to make a decision and go on your own path. And again, not just for emotional reasoning, but through logic and critical thinking. Because as we know, there isn't enough of that in the world right now. So I'm really excited. I also just want to tell you that junior year, this class is as much as you make it. I promise to do my best to not give you busy work, to not give you things that are just awful and confusing, and to help you when things get difficult and hard, because this class is going to be hard. I am going to challenge you. But every single year that I've taught, all of my students have risen to that challenge and have far surpassed even the expectations that they had of themselves. So pay attention. Don't have your phones out. Don't have your earphones in. Do the work instead of just saying, oh, I can't do this. Oh, it's too hard, and just giving up. I promise that you are going to get so much out of this class, and I'm going to do my best to make it as fun and engaging as possible. I love bringing movies in. I love bringing music in. I love bringing things that you guys are interested into the classroom and getting you to talk and write and debate and share your opinions, because that's going to be going on. So that's just kind of a little preview. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. Again, I wanted to do this in person, but I also know that you guys want to know who your teacher is. So here's just a quick rundown, okay? I got married in 2018 to Mason. He is on the screen right there. He's a sports writer and communications manager. Both of us are writers and readers, and he's a goofball, and I just absolutely love him very much. So we've been married for about 3.5 years. I went to the Masters University, which is a small liberal arts college in Santa Clarita, and I got a bachelor's degree in English, a minor in biblical studies, and my teaching credential. And I'm excited, but I'm nervous because I'm kind of in the situation with you guys. I'm starting school again in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I'm going to Claremont Graduate University, and I am going to get a master's degree in literature. And I'm so, 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 so excited. I'm already doing all the reading and research behind it. A lot of you guys had Mrs. Eller. I taught 2 periods of freshmen when you guys were freshmen. So hello to all of my returning students. I'm so excited that you guys are in my junior class. But to the rest of you guys, you probably had Mrs. Eller. Her and I are best friends. And it's so cool that I get to, take on the mantle and the foundation that she so well prepared you for. So as you can see, we were in each other's weddings. We went to school together, and recently we went up to Alaska to visit one of our other best friends. So that's that. I'm a massive nerd. If you haven't been able to tell, I love books, as you can see. Every summer I try going to the Shakespeare Festival with my grandma in Cedar City, Utah. You see like 3 Shakespeare plays and 3 modern plays. And again, I love it and I embrace it. Obviously that didn't happen the last 2 years. If I could be a student forever, I totally would be. And I read for fun. I read about 60 to 70 books a year. I love traveling. And yeah, let's see, what else? Oh, COVID. This is what I did during COVID. I, like you, to get into grad school, I had to take something similar to the SAT that you guys had or have to take to get into college. I ended up taking the GRE or studying for it. I didn't do well. So I'm like right there with you. I hate standardized testing. I believe I'm a smart person. But yeah, I didn't do well, even though I spent a ton of time studying on it. But I walked away knowing that I tried my hardest and that's all I could give. I applied to PhD programs and got rejected from all of them, but I got into all the master's degree programs that I got. So again, just another thing of like, teachers aren't perfect, right? We still have hopes, we have dreams, and sometimes those crash and burn. I bought my first house with my husband last August, and that's where I'm kind of recording from right now. I redid my office, so that's a picture of what it looks like. I saved up a ton of money, built those IKEA shelves by myself, and put up this like peel and stick wallpaper. Tons of fun. And I went to Alaska over spring break for the very first time and learned how to snowboard, which I loved. But I also pretty badly bruised my tailbone and really couldn't sit on it for about a month and a half. And then finally, this is me in high school. I went to Chaminade High School in the Valley. I was on the varsity dance team and have done dance since I was 3 and went on a competitive hip hop team for a couple of years. And there's a picture of me with that. I was in student council. I took AP US History and AP Lit, and I hated and had a huge aversion to math and science. And the reason I show you those pictures is to remind you that I'm a human being too. I've been in your shoes. And I get it. I totally understand where you guys are coming from. So again, I hope that all of this helps you guys get familiar with who I am, what I like, what I'm going to be like in the classroom. I wish I was there with you guys now so I could see your faces and you guys could ask me questions and, I could meet you, right? But unfortunately, that's not going to work. However, what you're going to be doing today is... Actually, I don't have a screen like this. But what you're going to be doing today is you're going to learn how to write an email to your teacher. And the sub will kind of go through all of the things that you need to do. So you'll sign up for Google Classroom, you'll sign up for Remind, and then on Google Classroom, you'll have an assignment that says how to write an email. It's an ed puzzle. I know you guys are probably tired of ed puzzles, but it's what we got to do since I'm not in class with you guys. Writing an email to a teacher is one of the most important and potentially disastrous things you can do, right? Teachers get really upset when they're just demanding when there isn't a ton of thought behind the email because it takes us time to not only read it and respond to it. And I also want to tell you, it's so easy to get on the good side of a teacher by writing a really, really good email. But on the opposite side, it's really, really easy to get on the bad side of a teacher by writing a bad email. So in order for you guys to not only learn how to write an email, but also for me to get to know you, you're going to watch that ed puzzle, you'll fill it out, and then your final assignment for the class period today is to write your own email to me. So you'll practice what you learned in the ed puzzle, and you'll also tell me a little bit about yourself, what you're excited for, whether or not you like English class and why, what your fears are, all of that type of stuff. And hopefully I will be able to respond to you within this week. This is a good way for me to get to know you guys and to have some sort of interaction with you. With that being said, I will have another video for you all tomorrow, and I am so, so, so happy that you're in my class, and I really hope that you are looking forward to an awesome semester with me.